Mm. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. I believe it's a few minutes to 2 o'clock. I believe it's a few minutes to 2 o'clock. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914 Westchester County, New York, doing another live video real quick. I'm not going to be up here that long. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. This live was really scheduled for 2:30, but I'm a little sleepy, a little tired, and me personally, I feel that if I'm going to say what I need to say, I need to say it now. And you saw the title, Truth Hurts. Truth fucking hurts. You know what I mean? Now, some of you are aware of what's going on with me and Sister T. You're aware. You're aware that there is some issues going on. There's a problem going on that we have decided to part ways and do our own thing. It's amazing though how motherfuckers like to twist and turn things. It's amazing. But I already promised my people that I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to leave that woman alone. But this is where I found out about a lot of women, whether they be on the YouTube app, whether they be anywhere on social media. This is what I found out. And a lot of women are like this. You got a God complex. Okay, you're made in the image of God. Arm, leg, arm, head, right? 360 degrees. We all know who the woman is, what purpose the woman was made for. But a lot of you women that are mothers and grandmothers, you have a God-like complex. Some of you want to be not just recognized, but almost worshiped. You want recognition, you want respect, you want to be worshiped, you want to be believed, you want all the power. Some of you, not all of you. I'm not accusing all of you of being this way, but some women do have a huge ego that tells them, even if they made a mistake somewhere down the road, they will not say, look, I made a mistake, or I made a misjudgment, or maybe I should not have done that, or this and that. I'm gonna say it one time and one time only. If people on this YouTube app has been watching my videos, you know about me. You've been watching my videos. You've been doing reactions on my videos. You should be knowing me. And I've been on YouTube for quite a while. In this sector, I've been here for a minute. For a minute. Long enough for people to know how the fuck I am. You know how I am. So when you approach me, you know who you are approaching. You've heard my stories about my childhood. You've heard about my Job Corps experiences. You've heard about my prison experiences. You have heard about my experiences with being a psychiatric patient in an institution somewhere. You've heard my stories. And I don't have to hide who I am. Right now I'm hiding behind my avatar because it's at nighttime and I'm in the bed, getting ready to go to sleep. I really need to get up in another 2 hours and you know, start my day early. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. But some people when they meet me, they misjudge me. They misjudge me. They think they're going to rule over me and tell me what to do or control me some way, somehow. And it's usually the women that have strong, very strong personalities, very domineering personalities. And I'm attracted to that. Not sexually, but just everyday attraction. It's just like a moth being attracted to light. You know what I mean? We're attracted to warmth. We're attracted to where love is. We're attracted to what God face really looks like. We're attracted to that. At least I know I am. I can't speak for everyone. But there's a godlike complex with some of you women, not all of you, just some. And some of you refuse to say that you are wrong or you misspoke or you made a mistake. There's a lot of you on this app that are like that. Unfortunately, you run across people like myself. You run across me. And when you meet people like myself, with my own issues, with my own problems, with my own insecurities or whatever, and I seem to overlap or overpower certain things that you're magnifying. You want to be loved, you want to be accepted. What happens when I start loving and accepting you? But then I go a step further and a step further and a step further. And it has happened. It has happened. I've been walked out on before. This is not the first time. What Sister T is doing to me this is not the first time this has happened. Especially on this app. Especially on this app. But I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let her do her and I'm gonna do me. She's gonna do her content over there. I'm gonna do my content over here. And I hope everyone understands my position. You know what I mean? So, I'm so sad that things didn't work out. Things never work out. If you don't plan well, it doesn't work out well. See, for some reason, some people think that you can boss me around, you can control me, you can overpower me. But if you actually been watching my videos and listening to my videos over the last 3 years or even a year ago, you will know I'm not someone to play with. I'm not a play toy. I'm an actual living, breathing human being. I got my own issues. I got my own problems. I got my own everything, whether it be right or wrong. Shout out to the chat. And I got my own experiences on how to deal with people in certain situations. You called my name. I didn't call yours. You did. Sorry you didn't see the whole picture, what was going to happen, how it happened. And for people to call me a stalker, that is far from the truth. Far from the truth. You want people to watch your videos. You want people to listen to what you're saying. Okay. I don't have to do the other extra stuff. I don't have to do that. But what else happens when you give out contact information? What else happens? People got my contact information all the time. People have access to me all the time. Do you see me complaining about it? No, I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. You know why I'm happy with that arrangement or that situation? You know why I'm happy? Because me and those other people that deal with each other on those levels, we got a certain respect for each other, a certain respect for each other. And everybody doesn't agree with me being a lesbian. A lot of people don't agree with it. I don't expect the whole world to agree with me. You don't have to. It is not written in stone. You must agree with Arabia Barbosa. It doesn't say that. Nowhere. Nowhere does it say that. I never told people to totally agree with me 100%. I said agree to disagree. You're going to think your way, I'm going to think my way. You're going to feel a certain way, I'm going to feel my way. No two people are alike. No two people. Some people say, well, Arabia, you do come off disrespectful. I'm 51 years old. How much respect am I supposed to have for someone? And I'm not going to kiss nobody's ass. Forget that. Respect and kissing someone's ass is two different things. Because sometimes you can respect people and they don't respect your respect. They want something else from you. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about a deeper appreciation for who they are. And it happens. Some people develop a godlike presence or a godlike something about themselves. And they want the whole world to recognize that, acknowledge it, and worship it. I've never been a cult follower. I don't see myself doing all that. I see myself doing that for me, but not for someone outside of myself. I'm suffering from two different mental illnesses. Major depression recurrent, which means that's a clinical depression that will never go away. Doesn't matter if I see 10 million therapists within a lifetime. That's never going to go away. I got borderline personality disorder. That means that my relationships, I have problems with interpersonal relationships. That means if I like you and I respect you and I start feeling some kind of deeper admiration for you, that means I'm attached almost. That's what it means. And the relationship could either be a love and hate relationship at the same time. I could love you one minute and hate you the very next. It happens with people with my diagnosis. And there's a deep rooted reason for all of that. People didn't pay attention to what I said about my childhood. They didn't pay attention. They didn't pay attention to the fact that I have two parents that brought me into the world that could not provide for me, so they left me in the fucking foster care system in New York. I stayed 10 years in the fucking foster care system. I didn't have no deep attachment to any human being. As I got older, my attachments became towards things I possessed. It could have been a radio, could have been a TV, could have been a coat, could have been a pair of shoes, could have been a book. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Oh, I don't know who you are. I'm just another YouTuber on this YouTube streets. It is what it is. You like me or you don't. I'm explaining a certain situation that happened earlier. And I'm not a Kwame Brown fan. I've never liked him from day one. Never. Never did. I don't care for him. Not at all. I've seen him, what he does to people on this app. And me, that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. You know, I don't have time for trolls tonight. If you're gonna come in here and troll, go troll somewhere else. All right? I have no time for the bullshit. Nah, don't come here with that. Don't come in here and start questioning me about this and that. If you're not gonna listen, don't listen. Go somewhere else. I did not ask for you or whoever you are to come over here. I just came over here to explain my situation. What I see, what's going on these YouTube streets. I am not a Kwame Brown fan. I don't give a fuck about Kwame Brown. I think he is despicable. I think he is a clown. I think he is a lame. I think he is a weirdo. I think he's a creep. I think he is a liar. I think he's an opportunist. I think he's someone that's playing Squid Games with the other YouTube creators that are here on YouTube, and especially in this sector. He has no feeling for anyone. The way he treats his people is terrible. It's awful. It makes no sense. Not to me. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. Nini Kuzimu Kila Wakati. He's another Mikundo. He's another Mikundo. Another asshole on this app. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. I mean, that's the way I feel. That's the way I see things. That's the way I feel. But he's not the only one that's an asshole. He's not the only one. There's plenty of others right here on this app that are straight up assholes. Straight up. That's the only thing I'm saying. People can either take it or leave it. I'm not here to sell you nothing. You're not here to buy anything. Move on. Shout out to my YouTube creators, my subscribers, my moderators, the people that write in my chat section, my comment section. It is what it is. And a lot of women, and this is just my opinion, there are some women, some, not a lot, there are some women, there are a few in numbers on this YouTube app that have a godlike complex. They want everyone to acknowledge them, respect them, worship them, believe them, follow them. It's not gonna happen. We don't have mother ducks on this app like that. You're not a den mother in a penitentiary setting. You're not a mother duck. You're not a lioness mother. You're not none of those things. So why should anyone just blindly follow you where you lead them down to? Why? Like I said, I have my own mind. I'm a critical thinker. I'm not a cult member. I don't believe in following people all the way to their death. I don't care about none of that. I got my own mind. I'm independent. I'm an independent critical thinker and I ask questions. A lot of times people don't want you to ask fucking questions. A lot of times when you do ask the questions, you're pinpointed. You're put on the spot. It's just like another YouTuber shared in one of her videos. I believe it was not yesterday, but the day before, where she said that sometimes being outspoken is not good because people like to pinpoint those that are not sheeple. You know what I mean? Now, if you're part of the 10%, you're taking in all the earnings, you're taking in all the money, you're taking all the financial benefits of being a part of the 10%. But if you're 85%er, that means that you're a population that are considered sheeple. You're not considered people, you're considered sheeple. You're supposed to be mindless zombies. You're not supposed to be able to think for yourselves. That's what's wrong with a lot of people on the planet Earth. We got a lot of 85%ers. Then you got the 5%. The 5%, they're the ones that exposes the 10%. They're the ones that speak up. They're the ones that reveal the truth. They're the ones that are usually pinpointed out and sacrificed, like did Jesus Christ all over again. It doesn't just stop. It keeps happening over and over and over again. You can't be too outspoken. You can't be independent. You can't be a critical thinker. You can't have a mind of your own. People want you to follow them with blindness, with a blind love, unconditional love, but it is blinded by untruths and fear. That's what it is. I don't live in fear. I'm not blinded. I can see very well. I can hear very well. I can comprehend very well. But it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. It is what the fuck it is. I know it's early in the morning. It's like almost 2:30. So for those of you that are not here right now, you'll catch the playback. You'll catch the playback. But one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to be a blind follower of anyone. I don't care how much I like you. I don't care how much I respect you. I'm not going to be blind. Especially when you came on this app trying to destroy everything that was on this app, trying to destroy different people in different sectors. And you're still doing it. You're still doing it to this day. And it's not so much that you're trying to destroy things. It's just that you want everyone to worship you. You got a godlike complex. And that's the ego. And I understand. I get it. Trust me, I understand. I get it. I feel you on that. I feel you. It is what it is. Either I accept it or I don't accept it. Either I push the product or I push the fuck off. You know what I mean? It is what it is. A shout out to the chat. I'm not perfect. No one on this app is perfect. No one on this app is God Almighty. We're all made in the image of God. Arm, leg, arm, head, 360 degrees. But we're not the supreme head. We're just made in the image. We're not exactly perfect. but we're on our way to perfection. Even when you die and you go on, you're still not perfect. You still got some inconsistencies about you. You still had things went wrong and people had to suffer because of the decisions you made or the things you done or the things you said. And the dead, I used to think dead people were perfect, but that's not true. I used to say dead people don't make mistakes. That's not true because while they were living, they made plenty of mistakes, plenty of errors, plenty. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, but I don't have to hold on to people that don't want to be held on to. They want to move on, I can move on. A shout out to the chat. It is what it is. Like I said before, my doors have no padlocks on them. My windows have no padlocks on them. My windows don't even have bars on them. So anyone that comes to where I'm at, they're not trapped off. They can leave whenever they want. They can leave. You don't have to stay. It is what it is. That's life. Nothing lasts forever. Some things are only for a season. And thank you for your well wishes. You wished me well. I wish you well. And with that, I say good night. I'm going to lay down for a couple of hours. I'm going to get up and participate in my life. A shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Thank everyone for coming over, visiting with me. Even the troll that was in my chat earlier, because I've never seen that person before. Never seen them before. A shout out to the chat. And it is what it is. I'm out. Peace.